Welcome everybody to the sports culture, all things sports. It's Jay Banfo, and we got to talk about Shedeur Sanders. But before we get into that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for your support. So the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback, Dillon Gabriel, has had 4 starts so far in his career, and let's just say he hasn't been that impressive. On the season, Gabriel has a 59% completion percentage, 702 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Those numbers don't scream franchise-type quarterback. Now, I understand you have to be patient with the rookie quarterback, especially one that was drafted in the 3rd round. However, the Cleveland Browns are in a unique position because they drafted another quarterback in the 5th round, Shedeur Sanders. Now, when the Browns decided to trade Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals, that was a clear sign that they were giving up on the season and preparing for the future. I'll give the GM some credit in this regards. They drafted some quality players, led by Quinshon Judkins, the running back out of Ohio State. However, at some point, the Browns are going to have to start Shedeur Sanders, and I believe that time is now. The Browns are 2-6 on the season and won't be making the playoffs. With Dillon Gabriel playing uninspiring football, why not start Shedeur after the bye week? Now, head coach Kevin Stefanski already addressed that, and he is sticking with Dillon Gabriel. Playing good on offense is about 11 guys on the field and us coaches doing our job. Obviously, young players will learn in each outing that they're out there. I think Dillon will continue to learn, will continue to get better, but it's really an entire offensive type of thing where we all need to be better, Coach Stefanski stated. Now, I understand what he's saying, but have you seen the Browns' offense with Dillon Gabriel running the show? As of today, the Browns are ranked 31st in offensive total yards, 30th in points per game, 31st in passing yards per game, and 29th in rushing yards per game. They have a great defense led by Myles Garrett, but as you can see, the offense is horrible. Now, do I think Shedeur Sanders is the answer for the Cleveland Browns? No. I honestly think he shouldn't play at all this season and continue to develop from the sidelines. But like I said, the Browns are basically out of the playoff picture, and they put themselves in this position when they traded Joe Flacco. At this point, Dillon Gabriel hasn't shown enough to stay on as the starting quarterback. Maybe one day he will turn into a solid starting quarterback, but right now, he's been below average. Give the keys to Shedeur Sanders now and see what he produces. The fans, the media, and the NFL is ready to see Shedeur. Now, if he produces as a starting quarterback, congrats. But if he showed that he's a bad quarterback or that he isn't ready, no harm, no foul, and you move on from the 5th round draft pick. Now, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.